Hey, man, thank you guys for watching the content, watching all of the interviews. Make sure you like, subscribe, and also leave a comment, man. Vibin with Veto. Just take 1 second out your day and leave a comment, like, or subscribe. Let's get back to the interview. Okay, we live in the crib, Vibin with Veto. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment on the YouTube. Also follow us on the Instagram at Vibin with Veto. You already know the slogan, we vibrating higher. And today I got my brother in the building. I feel good about this shit.
Yes, sir. What's going on?
What's up, bro? How you feeling?
Man, I'm all right, P. How about you?
Doing good, man. So man, hey, where we gonna start, bro?
Hey, it's on you. I'm here to campaign with you, man.
Okay,
you let me know.
For sure. Let's talk about the journey, man. Let's take it back from the beginning, man. You know what I mean? Because like we know the King Elway right now, the lyricist, turning into a legend, man, the innovator. We know, you know what I'm saying, the businessman. We know King Elway today. Let's take it back from like humble beginnings.
Okay. I'm from Griffin, Georgia, south side of Griffin to be exact. I mean, I came up. I went to Ann Street Elementary School. I actually won king of the elementary school in 5th grade. So, you know what I mean, I've been respected by my peers since, you know what I mean, a little cat. But,
Facts.
You know what I mean, just a young hustler, man. You know what I mean, always trying to find a way to get some paper, but, you know, stayed into the sports and, you know, I always had good grades. You know what I mean, that type of vibe for sure.
That's dope, man. So you say Griffin, man. You put Griffin on your back, bro. Like, since I met you, it's just like, hey, you stand on that shit. Like, you from where you from.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? How did your environment shape you into the man that you are today?
I mean, coming from where I come from, man, if you make it out of my city, I tell anybody, man, you make it out of Griffin, bro, you can make it anywhere. It's the real trenches down there, and it's real, you know what I mean? You got to be innovative. You got to think outside the box. It's easy to get caught up in the loop. It's easy to get and go, you know what I mean, and do some crazy shit, crash out, and you know what I mean, get really caught in the blender. You feel what I'm saying? So as a young cat, I caught on early, and you know what I mean, I watched a lot of shit that went on, and I just found my way to, you know, to find another way to do shit. You see what I'm saying? I started cutting hair when I was in like middle school. You know what I mean? So I always had a hustle that I could do on the legit side. And,
to make some bread.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? And from there, I was just always a dreamer. Like I said, I was a hooper. So, you know, I just stayed active doing something to keep from having too much extra time to really get into shit like a lot of my partners was, you know what I mean? So,
Facts.
You know, I seen it from a young age, you know what I mean?
Facts. So you said hooper, you know what I'm saying? So you grew up playing basketball.
No, for sure. I still hoop to this day. I went to hoop earlier today.
That's hard. Yeah. So like in the early stages of your life, you know what I'm saying? You know, because again, music is like a God-given talent for you. Like you amazing at what you do. Was basketball a dream that you thought you can, like, you know, you can achieve, like go pro?
No, for sure. I mean, like I say, just being a kid from the hood, we all had hoop dreams, you know what I mean? Because we all wanted to make it out the hood and make millions, you see what I'm saying? To be on TV and be famous for, you know, doing what you love to do, you see what I'm saying? So I definitely had hoop dreams, and I definitely was one of the ones, but as I got older, I realized the work ethic that it took, you know what I mean? I really wasn't putting in that type of work. Like, as I got to college and, you know, got out of the hood, and beyond just being one of the best ones in the city and one of the best ones in the hood, I saw that it was a whole nother level of athletes. It was a whole nother level of players that was getting up. Like, my uncle used to tell me, boy, you sitting around chilling, boy, there's somebody out there right now training. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just had the attitude, like, man, them niggas can't beat me. You feel what I'm saying? So,
facts.
you know, like I say, I try to instill into the young ones now, like, man, if you want it, you gotta go get it. The same way my uncles used to tell me, like, bro, why you chilling? There's somebody out here really going to get it. You know what I mean? So I applied that same passion and that same drive I had for basketball to the music, because you know, that was my first love with basketball. Like, I ain't smoke, I ain't do nothing just because I was hooping. You feel what I'm saying? And my people will tell you that. Like, I was in college, niggas around me smoking, you know what I mean? And I'll be, nah, man, I'm chilling on hooping.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying?
So, that's hard.
You know, like I said, but I applied that same type of drive to, you know, the music, you know what I mean, and the hustle. You know
Facts. You said something that kind of stuck with me in terms of dreamer. Y'all all had hoop dreams and stuff like that. Sure. I got $1 million question for you. How big would you dream if you knew you couldn't fail? Man,
I mean, if you knew you couldn't fail, you got to dream the biggest possible. And the only way to fail is to not try to stop. You keep going, you ain't gonna never fail. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Failure is in the eye of the beholder, just like beauty. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
It's a lot of people looking at you, Vito, and they think Vito's successful. You feel what I'm saying? And you might not feel like you on the level that you want to be at, but you're a success story to a lot of people. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
So that's just how that goes. So long as you don't stop, my boy, you a legend right now, and you're a legend in the making. Your story still to be told. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's how I feel about anything going on.
Yeah, facts, bro. Facts, man. One thing I admire about you, dog, and this is from like when I first met you, is just like how serious you take this music shit.
No, for sure.
A lot of people, because again, it's a hustle to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody want quick paper. They want a quick way in. They want a quick story. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't even gonna say it's a hustle to a lot of people because a lot of niggas ain't got no hustle. It's a lot of niggas just want to be a rapper.
Talk to them.
You feel what I'm saying? A lot of niggas want to be a rapper, but they don't understand it take hustle to do this shit. It take some kind of get up and get it to do this shit, because if you think you just gonna make a song, put it on the internet, and you gonna get rich, it's a 1 in however many million chance in this shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we've been beating the road in this shit, Vito, and we don't understood, like, boy, it's ways to make money right now. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
Ways to make money right now. So that's just what we, you know what I mean? We controlling that shit. We controlling our own destiny.
Facts. When cause I don't want to go jump right into the project, but but not like I got to talk about this shit because in terms of that, like how you was telling me, like it's ways to make money right now. Right now. I had a conversation with you, bro. Like this was like a week ago. Like I think right before the day I was picking up I purchased the project from you. We was on the phone. Sure. And you was like, man, I ain't putting this shit on DSPs yet. He was like, bro, until I make about 10, I think it was like your goal was, I think you said 10, 15 or something.
Man, 10 to 20, whatever.
10 to 20,
whatever
okay.
The goal is, that's what we going for. And the first ones went so fast, like I said, we might have moved the goal. I ain't even gonna lie. We might be shooting for a little higher just because we setting our own, you know what I mean? We controlling the market. Like, it ain't no sense in waiting on somebody to cut us a check for what we can go get ourselves, especially if the music good, if the product good, if people gonna pay for it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
So this is crazy. That's dope as fuck, bro.
Sure.
Influence, like, you know what I mean? What was your influential drive behind that? You know what I mean? Did you like, because I look at you like a young Nipsey, like honestly, like in terms of what you're doing, because niggas ain't doing that. No. I don't feel like people, I feel like people, they're ashamed. They like what they do, but they're ashamed to get out there and say, hey, I want to sell you this.
Nah, for sure.
They want you to just, pick it up for free. I don't understand that shit either.
I don't know if it's the people ashamed to sell it or if they think people just ain't gonna buy it. Okay. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of people know that they giving the people bullshit these days, though. You feel what I'm saying? And they know that if they put a $100 price tag on their shit, people not gonna buy that shit. So they better off posting a link to that shit. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. Because at the end of the day, if you, like I said, if you got quality, it's just like a painting on the wall. You ain't gonna tell the artist how much their painting worth. I don't think a Picasso is the most flattering piece of art when I look at it. You know what I mean? But a motherfucker can't say it ain't worth $2 million. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
So at the end of the day, it's like, you know what I mean? It's to the eye of the beholder, and it's what you value your art at. And if the people value your shit just like you do, they'll pay for that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So of course, like you say, Nip, you know what I mean, you gotta pay respects to Nip. And
absolutely.
The people who know me, they know that even before Nip passed, I sold my first project for $100. You see what I'm saying? So like this ain't the trial run for me. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
This is me coming back again after people like, well, when you dropping? You feel what I'm saying? I've been waiting to drop Too Soulful. I just was waiting on the right time for good music because the game was saturated with bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? Right. So when I saw Killer Mike swept the Grammys, it lit a fire in me like, boy, good music. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's time, like people still love good music. You know what I mean? Like it still hold way more weight than the bullshit. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like it's a whole lot of artists out here, and Killer Mike been doing it for a long time.
Man, and it's damn near 50, I think.
For him to sweep the Grammys, it was like, bro, good music over everything. It's time for this shit. So me and my people, we got back in motion, and you got the project that you got. You know what I mean? So like you say, you gotta pay respects to Nip, but it go deeper than Nip. You know what I mean? We're gonna go back to Tilt with In the Streets. You see what I'm saying? Master P. You feel what I'm saying? Like the blueprint been there. You know what I mean? It's just about who gonna really take the risk, who gonna really do it, who gonna spend the money on their own self and invest and buy the merch and buy the, you know what I mean, and then try to sell it to get your money back and then go up. You feel what I'm saying? They don't understand it. They ain't never sold a t-shirt or sold a hat or sold nothing else. Then they ain't gonna be able to sell no music. You feel what I'm saying?
Shit hit different. You feel what I'm saying?
You know what it is.
Shit hit different. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different when you like you take your craft to a level like that. You know what I'm saying? Because like anybody can go in the studio, even if they're not as good as an artist. Exactly. Anybody can go in the studio and just like, you know what I'm saying, just rap some shit, and it's just like, all right, cool. Yeah. Here's a link. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's amazing, bro. Yeah. Which brings me to my next my next question type thing. I got a slogan. Purpose over popularity. When I say purpose over popularity, how can you put that in your own words? Purpose over popularity to me means what are you really standing on?
You feel what I'm saying? Will you do anything just for the people to know your name or just to be popular? Or are you really here to work your purpose? You see what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
people who know me, they know I'm a man of purpose. You see what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even, like you say, I ain't here to play with you. You feel what I'm saying? That we on music,
Facts.
we gonna do the music. It's gonna be some of the hardest shit you done heard. You feel what I'm saying? But in the end game, I'm here for a purpose. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to be legendary. I'm trying to show these young niggas like, bro, we ain't gotta keep getting, you know what I mean, screwed out of this paper and sitting back waiting on some checks to come in the mail when, nigga, you can get 50 out the street if your music good. If you got quality of these people, you got really, you know what I mean, you really got fans that want to hear your shit, and you really done worked your move and worked your grassroots and built that shit up. People gonna support that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
facts.
I've been sending that shit out. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you caught one, you my mans. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you ain't buy that shit just because you bought that shit because you know what it is. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
So, you know what I mean? And it's the same way with you. Like, when you drop some shit, like I told you, bro, I respect the hustle more than anything. Like, the way I look at it, people not gonna buy some shit and not use it, not pay attention to it. Like, if they paid for that shit, they gonna pop that shit in. They gonna listen to it. They gonna check it out. They gonna whatever they need to do because they spent their money on it.
I wear your shirt when I go fighting. You know, I be doing that Muay Thai shit. I wear that shit. I mean, I'm telling y'all, I wear it every day. But like real shit, I wear that mother. I wash that bitch and I wear that shit. I cut the sleeves off that hoe and I be in that bitch fighting with the King Elway shit on. Like, no cap. And that's is not because you my boy. It's just, bro, like, you my boy though too. On top of that, like, I respect what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? Just as a man, and then what you do.
And I be on the scene in your shit. You know what I'm saying? I pop out all the time, and you know what I mean, different Veto shits, and
facts.
You know what I mean, motherfuckers be, especially that freak neck motherfucker, be looking at that motherfucker like, what is this? You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's all love, bro. Like I said, but man, it's just about going up, bro. You know what I mean? Like, staying positive, going up, and really cashing in on this shit. Like I said, like, it's you can sit back and, like I say, give that shit away if you want to, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, the people your shit might spread like wildfire.
Yeah, facts.
But the money that you gonna get from that shit, it ain't gonna never add up to what you could have. Like I said, we can sit back. How long it's been since you seen a $50 check come from them people that own the streaming sites?
Man, please.
You feel what I'm
saying? That shit be weird.
So we understand that, and we done got some checks before for this shit. You feel what I'm saying? So now it's like, where the checks at now?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, niggas don't even pay attention to that shit. I done opened a couple streaming site checks to a core, and you know what I mean, different checks. I ain't seen a check and I don't know when. I know my music doing more now than it was then. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, where the checks at now?
Yeah, facts.
Oh, all right, y'all playing games, but y'all still talking about when I'm gonna upload the DSP. Nah, I'm gonna work my move in the street, and I'm gonna keep selling. Then I'm gonna go DSP after I done hit a goal of mine. You see what I'm saying? And now I can do more music, and we can keep leveling up, and I can keep telling my story, and the people that's a part of the journey. Like, if you get the device, you see what's on there. Like, it's videos, it's unreleased footage, it's content, it's photos from every event that I'm doing. You can, if you in the building, you gonna be on the device. Like, I can upload this shit whenever I get ready and update that shit. You see what I'm saying? So
that's hard.
People that's really tapping in, like, they seeing, like, niggas hit me like, boy, I seen the photos, boy, I seen myself in the cut. That's what I want. I want people to be a part of this shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
facts.
It ain't just about me, it's about the people. I do that shit for the people. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
Show them niggas that shit.
That's dope as hell. Let's talk about business. You know what I'm saying? The businessman that you are. You know what I'm saying? You own a wing spot. You know what I'm saying? Which I sell other things too as well. Yeah, man. Talk to the people about, like, where that came from, that idea sparked from.
Oh yeah, man. Y'all see it on my crown right now, man. Wing It Deli. We located on 433 North Hill Street,
for sure.
Griffin, Georgia. Y'all come through there anytime y'all in Griffin, man. It's crazy. The idea actually came from, and sorry about that, I just told y'all the first address, the original address was 433 North Expressway.
Sure.
This is 323 North Hill Street. Okay. Sorry about that. That's my bad. 323 North Expressway. That's the new location.
For sure.
But the idea came from when I was on North Expressway. That's why I was, just thinking ahead. I had the barbershop, and really, basically, in the barbershop, I learned that people leave they'll leave their spot in line when they get hungry. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if you're a barber, you learn the game. You learn, okay, you can have a line full of niggas. Like, I was the young one in the shop, and I would keep a line full of niggas, but 2 or 3 niggas might leave when they get hungry, especially if they done been in there like 2 hours. So they might come back and get their spot. They might not. So I'm trying to think and be innovative. At that time, I might have been like 18, 19. So I'm like, damn, how can I keep these people, you know what I mean, in the shop and get the other money too? So at the time, it was an empty unit on the plaza strip that we was on. So it was like a little black business strip, and it was us and like 3 other black businesses on the strip. So on the first unit, it used to be like a cake spot. So they had the hood vent already in there. So I'm like, man, what if we put a wing spot next though? So that's where the idea came from. So it took about 2 or 3 more years just to actually open the spot up, because we buying restaurant equipment now. Just trying to load the spot up and paying rent at the same time now. We not just getting the unit for free. So you talking about paying rent on an empty unit for like 2 or 3 years.
Damn.
And buying restaurant equipment. You feel what I'm saying? So we doing this. I'm cutting hair. I'm spending my money trying to buy the equipment. Just, the hustle. So like I say, after that time, and we finally, went through all the hoops and hurdles it was going to take to get open. And by the time we got open, now it's the trial and error, because people not going to stop eating what they already eating. They'll come to your spot just because you open. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
Initially getting open, it was the people at the barbershop that kept us open. The people, like we said, the people who was getting hungry in the line, the people at the beauty shop in the back, they would come, get, things, and we would keep the lights on. You know what I mean? My partners, they helped work the spot and helped me get open. It was, like I said, it was trial and error, man. We tried this shit. It was
winging it.
Yeah, we was winging it. That's how the name came out. Like, for real.
Facts.
Like, people who know the story, they'll tell you I ain't lying. Like, we was really winging it. So, trial and error, and we got better. So as the time progressed, COVID kicked in, and I ended up getting a new partner right around probably like 6 to 7 months before COVID. So it was just like blessings, bro.
Damn.
When I got the new partner, we took out all of the sit down area, because really half of my store was sit down area, and we didn't really make no money with the tables in there, because after people come and order, they're gonna sit down, eat, and leave. They're not really spending no money with that half of the store. So my new partner, he came from a convenience store background. His mom had a convenience store. He came up running the convenience store. Shout out to my boy J-Boy. So by the time me and J-Boy linked, he was like, man, what this doing? What you making off the sit down area? And I'm telling her, she's not nothing. So he's like, you ever thought about adding, snack items and drink boxes and, chips and cookies and, different stuff like that in here? Give yourself a chance to make money with this part of the store too. I was like, man, it's brilliant. You know what I mean? So
Facts.
we took that shit out in like 2-3 days. You know what I mean?
Fuck that.
We converting over from just a restaurant to a convenience store in Delhi. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
And right around that time, that's when COVID hit. So after we convert over all the way, then COVID hit. Now everything got to shut down except convenience stores. So when COVID hit, we go up. You see what I'm saying? Because now we open when it ain't nothing else really open.
Damn. So that's when y'all really was cashing in.
So we really went up. You see what I'm saying? So from there, we had disputes with the landlord at the old building. And shit, fucked around and got the new spot. You know what I mean? So,
nah, that's dope, bro. Damn, your story is that's crazy, bro.
For sure, man.
Nah, for sure. Let's talk about Soulful first. Let's talk about the first one, part 1.
Soulful.
And then how did you come out with the second one? Like, so let's talk about how you link with Black Metaphor. And how did you start this whole thing?
Alright, so Soulful, that was the debut album, and that was the trial run. I linked with Black Metaphor through my partner Slim. Shout out to Handmade Slims. If y'all know Slim, he do tattoos in the city. He tattooed some of the dopest people. You know what I mean? Some of the top celebrities in the city right now. Y'all tap in with my boy Handmade Slim. But we went to college together at Gordon, and he got a whiff of that. I rap. Like I said, I was still on the hoop shit then, so I really wasn't even rapping like that, but the word was but the word was getting out, and people was, I did a couple records here and there with people who had studio setups and shit. So he was like, man, I heard you rap, whoop whoop. So I like, yeah, I do something. He was like, man, I got a partner, he a producer, he got some hard shit. So I like, let me hear some shit. So he gave me a beat CD. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so he
facts,
gave me a
facts,
CD with like 20 beats on it, and on that beat CD, bro, it was like, it was a couple dope ass records that people probably wouldn't even imagine that I had first. Like I had Sanctuary before French Montana did.
Damn, so you had that beat first.
I had that beat first, and that was the one that got Black Metaphor to fuck with me. When he heard me on Sanctuary, he told Slim like, nigga, this nigga dope. Like I need to meet, bro. So
yeah, facts.
When we first met, he was like, bro, you dope. Like you know what I mean? He of course met me, so he like, bro, we gonna bring real music back. He told me that like when we first linked. This might have been 2010. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
When we first linked, that's what Black Metaphor told me then. So you gotta imagine, I had no music out for real. I'm on the hoop shit. I used to rap in high school, and niggas knew I was cool and could rap and shit, but I'm chasing the hoop dream still. You feel what I'm saying? I wasn't even serious on that. I'm barbering and I'm hooping, but I could rap. You feel what I'm saying? So when he tell me that, it's still in the back of my mind, but it ain't clicked yet. You feel what I'm saying? So you probably talking about 2 more years later.
Before y'all really like went crazy.
So when I leave college and I come back home, that's when I lock in with the music, because now I still got to you know what I mean, put this passion into something else. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, my dad was sick, my granddad had died, so it was just a lot of shit going on at the time. So
sorry about that.
The music turned into be my diary. You feel what I'm saying? So from that, I started doing shows. I came back home, like I said, from school, and I was running the barbershop that I'm telling you about, and, you know, trying to get the wing shit going. So I started doing shows. That boy Gambino, ATL, shout out to Gambino. We also went to college together at Gordon. So he was one of the first shows I did. Just on the humble, I went out and did that shit. I left early, like maybe 20, 30 minutes before it was over. You know what I mean? Not even expecting to win nothing. You feel what I'm saying? I just came out to do my shit, and I left. So the next morning he hit me like, bro, where you went? Boy, you won last night. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, you killed that shit, bro. You won. So I was like, damn, and it was just awesome.
Yeah,
I'm finna go perform right quick. You feel what I'm saying? Never even performed no more. So
damn.
I was like, damn. I went from there, and then I did like the Who's Hot showcase, and I went to doing TJ Making Moves, and I went to doing, you know what I mean? Like, it was all type of shit, and we was
you was coming to Maximum Exposure, nigga.
Nigga, I won Maximum Exposure when DJ Drama was there.
You came nigga. We used to be in Maximum Exposure, bro. That's crazy.
I came to Maximum Exposure. Me and the whole cream team, we used to be in that bitch deep. And I won that shit when DJ Drummer was there. DJ Mike Mars, that's actually how we met, because Mike Mars was DJing.
Yeah, facts.
He cut my set. And my people went crazy. Because I didn't even have a chance to do the song that was my single at the time. You feel what I'm saying? So it was called Free Promo. That was the song I was pushing.
Yeah, facts.
And long story short, I had did my first 2 records, and then I was getting into the Free Promo, and he kind of cut my set, and my people was going crazy. I'm like, bro, you got to let me do this. My people going to nut up in here. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
So, you know, it was love still. He turned that shit on, and I went crazy. So I ended up winning that shit. Linked with Drama. That was, like I said, it was a lot of shit going on just off of just doing shows. So I knew that this shit was something I was supposed to have been doing, because it's like niggas been doing this shit for a long time, and I'm coming in this motherfucker, and I'm really making moves. You see what I'm saying? So
facts.
It went from doing them type of shows to when I'm leaving, people like, where the music at? I had nothing out. So I came up with a SoundCloud. You see what I'm saying? Like, all the songs I used to perform, they wasn't even out on nothing. We started putting them on SoundCloud first. I had no Apple Music, no Spotify, no nothing. So I started going SoundCloud. So that's when Black Metaphor was like, bro, we got to drop something.
Damn.
So Soulful
facts.
just really was a trial run to drop some music, because it was like people fucking with me.
Damn. Okay.
So from the jump, it was on some proud to pay shit, because I was a student of the game, and knew Nipsey was one of the ones, and you know what I mean, he still is one of the ones if you really study the game. Like he reinvented the wheel. You see what I'm saying? So with me already being a hustler and had the barbershop, it was like, I'm gonna put this project out
in a barbershop. And
at the time, I still put it on DSPs, and I still sold out crazy in the streets. Like, I put it on DSPs, and I still had them. I might have had it a month early, and I was selling $100 copies, $50 copies, and $20 copies. The $20 copies was just the CD. It had the fold out pamphlet, like the wall posters and shit. It had all that shit in it, signed by me and Black Metaphor. It was crazy promo on that shit. The $25 copy had the documentary and the music. I mean, the $50 copy had the documentary and the music, and it was a double disc. And then the $100 copy came with the merch and the $50 disc in the documentary. So it was like a jersey that said "So Soulful" on the front of it. It was like a basketball style jersey. So it was just the whole mindset, and people was really pulling up, fucking with me. Like, I sold out of the $100 pack like 3 times.
Damn.
Easy.
How many you had? How many you caught?
I was getting 100 every time.
So 100.
That's what I'm telling you. I had to re-up on that 3 times, and then I was doing the $20 copy and the $50 copy. I had to get them at least 5 times. You see what I'm saying? So it was real love in the streets, like, and people have been waiting on the 2 Soulful. So it was like, I just ain't want to put it out in a time where I felt like it wasn't gonna really be appreciated. You feel what I'm saying? So and everything that's been happening in between, as far as the build up, made it only right. You feel what I'm saying? Like, when you see the documentary that's on there, like when I was talking about the device, it's a preview of the documentary right now, but when it's the full documentary, we going theaters with it. We gonna go theaters, we gonna rent out a theater, we gonna sell tickets, and people gonna come sit their ass down and watch this shit, bro. They're gonna really see what it took to go from So Soulful to 2 Soulful, and how the team put this shit together, and, you know, the tours we did now, and the movies that we making now compared to the first one. You know what I mean? Like,
so how did you link with Players Club? Like, how did that whole thing? You could talk briefly about it, but like, how did you know? Because you went from already doing your thing, you know what I'm saying, to and linking with them. How did that?
Just on the scene, like I say, just at these shows, it was like it was only a select couple people that was doing the type of music that we was doing. Everybody was already going into that drill, dope head wave. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it was already the Molly, popping pills, that type of era that we was at the shows doing. You see what I'm saying? So just being one of the two only niggas on some player get money shit, it wasn't hard. You feel what I'm saying? So after like my first 3 or 4 shows, and not only that, I forgot about this. It was a record called Don't Step on My Gators. Me and my man Shim Baker, shout out to my boy Shim, we did this record called Don't Step on My Gators, and at the beginning of it, it was this guy named Clay James just talking some player shit. I didn't know who he was, but I figured he had to be somebody, because when the beat came on, he was there. I'm Clay James, Southern Player. My influences is Outkast, Goody Mob, Dungeon Family, all that player shit. And then the beat dropped. And the beat was crazy. I didn't know who the fuck Clay James was at the time. We put that song out on SoundCloud, and it might have been 2 weeks. I get a text from a 912 number. What's good, pimp? This Clay James. I'm trying to get on that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So from there, it was like, damn, that's crazy. Like, this nigga just hit me, and I don't even know who he is. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I knew the power of music and how fast that shit get around. You see what I'm saying? Like, somebody done heard my shit that know who he was, and this man done hit me and got my number.
Facts.
And that shit happened like that. So we been tapping in ever since we made that record.
Right.
And we actually, made it official maybe 3-4 years ago. You feel what I'm saying?
That's hard. Nah, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
Man, let's talk about the influence that you feel like the music is like putting on people now, and what makes your music and your style so unique in in this type of generation. You know what I mean? Where everybody's just on some, I don't want to say it, but like they on some bullshit right now. Sure. Like, what makes you the unique one of the ones, basically?
I mean, I don't really like to,
You on Vibin With Veto. Go ahead and do it. You gotta pop it.
Yeah, but
you gotta pop it, bro.
I mean, the music and the people gonna tell you, like, I'm one of the ones, bro. Like it's no facade. What you see is what you get. Like, I ain't hiding shit. Like, I'm gonna give game on every record, and every verse I'm really gonna put my soul on this shit. Like, I'm not out here just giving niggas a cap ass verse just because I'm Elway. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if I'm fucking with your shit and you really talking about something, we gonna do that shit. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm gonna show you ways to be innovative and get money. Like, it ain't nobody that met me that gonna say that I ain't bring nothing to the table, whether it be my producers coming with me when we in the studio and they giving beats to the gang, or either my cameraman coming with me and they dropping their numbers off, or my connects on flights, or, you know what I mean, anything that I got. If you my people and you hit my line, I'm fucking with you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I ain't tripping, I ain't holding no nuts, I ain't gatekeeping, I ain't doing none of that shit that niggas have been known to do. You feel what I'm saying? I really want to see niggas win, for real. You feel what I'm saying? And it was a 2-part question. What was your first part, bro?
So the first part, to be honest, it was like in the genre that we're in right now, you know what I mean, where everybody is kind of basically talking about what they're talking about.
Oh yeah.
Basically. What makes the influence, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like how do you feel like, what do you feel like the influence now in music is like doing to the kids and the people that's trying to, trying to do this shit?
That was why I asked you. I wanted to make sure I answered it right, bro.
Yeah, facts.
So basically, we say the influence now, but if we think about it, how do we learn our ABCs? Through song, right?
Song, yeah.
So you learning through music since you was a kid. You feel what I'm saying? Subconsciously, you learning through music and its programming what you're thinking and how you're thinking. You see what I'm saying? So it's not just now, it's just the influence of the game right now. You see what I'm saying? Like, music been one of the ones that can teach you and control your thoughts and control your actions and dictate your moods. You see what I'm saying? But now it's just so pushed and so heavy to the fact you can listen to a record and be ready to fight. You remember we came up through that era. We was in the club when Scrappy came on. We some head busters and niggas started fighting.
Yeah, facts.
You feel what I'm saying? It's been a thing, but now it's just niggas ain't fighting no more. You see what I'm saying? So all the records ain't we some head busters. It's we gonna spin your blocks and we gonna do this. And now it's creating a generation of niggas who crashing out. You feel what I'm saying? Even with the drugs, like, it went from us wanting to get money, listening to Tip and listening to Jeezy and listening to Gucci. We wanted to get some money. We didn't want to do no dope. You feel what I'm saying? But a new generation came through and it made a new generation of niggas who wanted to do dope. You feel what I'm saying? So it separate the generation of niggas who hustlers and the niggas who dope heads and fiends. You feel what I'm saying? And it's the same way with the music. Like, it's a generation of niggas who real niggas and who hustlers, and it's a generation of niggas who probably can learn some game and can, you feel what I'm saying, pick up some of they, you know what I mean, was a look in the mirror real quick. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm just one of the ones who gonna give game and gonna put the mirror in front of you, like, well, let's get it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what you doing? What we doing? Like, let's get it. You feel what I'm saying?
Nah, damn, that's crazy. I got a question for you, man. with the world on your shoulders, success at the palm of your hands, how do you respond when adversity knocks at your door?
Man, I was just telling one of my people this earlier, man. You got to stay positive, and you got to know that anything worth having, it ain't gonna come easy. You feel what I'm saying? Adversity ain't gonna never stop knocking at your door. Anytime you think you got the green, anytime you thinking that you know what I mean, you at the light at the end of the tunnel, it's gonna be another obstacle. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to stay positive, and you got to keep your mind in a situation, or you got to stay in a mode to where you can think, where you can utilize your brain to overcome that. You feel what I'm saying? Because if your brain get clouded and you stressed out, you really ain't gonna be able to think and be your best you. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta find out how to be your best you, so you can come up out of any situation. You feel what I'm saying? You can overcome any adversity. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's great.
And not only that, man, you gotta trust the big one. You feel what I'm saying? Like the big God that's in you. You gotta know that it ain't nothing gonna stop what's meant to be. If I'm supposed to be doing what I'm doing, I don't care how many obstacles. We done seen obstacles, Vito. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't gonna stop me. I know what I gotta do. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
No, for sure.
Facts. How do you stay sane? Like, how do you stay aligned with your purpose? Like, what are some things that you do to kind of like remove yourself sometimes from the world? You know what I'm saying? To stay aligned.
Man, I pray. I pray just walking. You know what I mean? I be praying. People don't even know I'm praying. You feel what I'm saying? I drive a lot of the times. My radio don't even be on. I be in silent a lot of times, just meditating, thinking. You feel what I'm saying? And it be for various reasons, but I just try to keep a sane mind. You know what I mean? I know it all start with your temple. You feel what I'm saying? Like you got to make sure that you are clear headed so you can think and be your best you. You feel what I'm saying? So I try not to let that stress me out. People who know me, they know I'm usually smiling. You know what I mean? If it's something on me, it's something on me. You know what I mean? I cry too when I need to cry. You feel what I'm saying? Like I don't hold in too much of that. Like I'm a real man. I believe that men can cry too and still be all right. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just really being in tune with yourself, man, and just knowing that anything that you supposed to do, you gonna be able to do it, man. You got to trust yourself and trust in God. You know what I mean? And keep your head to the sky. Like it ain't no, even when I'm hooping, I tell my people, man, get your head up. It ain't no air down there. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta,
yeah,
you know
facts. Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's dope. Nah, that's dope. That's dope.
Nah, for real.
Let's talk about the project one time. I know you have the device on you. You have your phone too. Can you show? You show them how it works?
All right, so boom. So this the device right here, man. A couple of y'all probably seen it. A lot of y'all might have seen it because it's getting hot right now, man. But one of the first ones on it for real. You tap this to your phone and boom. So I'm gonna tap it to my screen and a link will pop up. I just tap that link. When I tap that link, it's gonna bring up the whole project. All right, so it's got over 25 songs and skits on here. You see, I got my boy Instant Trey Day on the intro. Crazy one. You gonna laugh. You gonna go through every emotion just listening to it. It's like watching a movie, just listening to it. I promise you. Like you gonna cry. You gonna laugh. It's everything that you want in music. Like it's real music. It's skits on here, uncles on here, old school pimps, players, something for the women. It's a special segment just for the ladies on here. So like I said, man, it's real music and it's taking it back to the era of really giving people projects and no skips. It's like not just I like this one song, this one or two songs on this project. I really like the body of work. You feel what I'm saying? So as a whole thing, man, like I said, you tap the other tab, it's got documentary footage, unreleased video content, different content videos on here. It's got a gallery on here, so it's got photos from, like I say, any events we doing. So if y'all stay tuned for the future events, y'all will see what we doing and when to pop out. You know what I mean? I got an event coming up with Lala with the progress report, and that'll be the next one in the city, and I'm gonna probably do a couple more in Griffin too, you know what I mean, coming up soon. So if y'all stay tuned and y'all pop out at any of the events, y'all gonna see yourselves on the device as well, you know what I mean? So y'all tap in with me and be a part of the movement, a part of the motion for sure.
Thanks, bro. Hey, I appreciate you becoming a Vibe with Veto, my nigga. Nah, real shit. This was long overdue, but it was perfect timing because you know what I'm saying, the project dropped, everything. I just want to give you your flowers right quick, man, bro. Like nobody's doing the shit that you're doing.
I appreciate
what I'm saying? Like, just I know you already gonna keep it going, but like shit, from me to you, just stay at it, bro, because you make all of us inspired too as well.
Man, I appreciate that, and I appreciate that. I tell people when they do stop me to let me know how dope I am or how much they like the music or anything I got going, I tell them I appreciate it because we live in a time where niggas gonna hate before they gonna congratulate you for sure. Like niggas will hate on you and find a reason not to like what you got going before they gonna say, hey, bro, keep doing that shit.
Yeah, facts.
Bro, keep moving. I like that
Facts.
shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
So anytime, bro, I appreciate the love, and I tell niggas that all the time. You feel what I'm saying? And likewise to you too, bro. Keep doing your shit, bro.
That's real. That's real.
Nah, for sure.
For sure. Hey, man, it's been another episode, Vibin With Veto. You already know the slogan. We vibrating higher. Got my dog King Elway in the building, man. This was dope as hell. Hey, man, y'all check out the interview. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. We gone.